Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for joining us here tonight on Twitch on the Speed Gaming channel. We have a great race coming up for you guys. This is a qualifying race coming out of our Zelda 1 randomizer community. This is the qualifying race number 4 for the Rookie Rumble tournament. Everybody's got to start somewhere, so we do an annual tournament to help some new runners compete against other people in their experience bracket. I am Deus Ex Machina. I am joined on Comston by Bakuda, and on Tracker we have McMonkey and OP No Point. So, how is everybody doing out there tonight?
Well, I am doing fantastic. Great to be back into maybe not race mode for me, but at least comms mode. As we start up a new tournament, it's always exciting to see what's going to happen in these. And, these qualifiers, they can be pretty crazy.
Yeah, we've had everything from some very quick seeds qualifying race number 1. We had quite a number of people finishing in sub 1 hour, and then the other end of the extreme was last night's race that went on. Half the field finished in over 2 hours. So hopefully,
Ooh.
a little bit more of a friendly seed tonight for these runners. They have been released in the race room, so should be starting very shortly. We're just on a bit of a delay, but probably about another 15, 20 seconds and they will be underway.
And for those who don't know about the flags in this tournament, very straightforward. We have a first quest overworld, Shapes Dungeon. I do not believe we have a heart shuffle. It's a pretty standard little randomizer here as we start just north of the Lost Woods.
Yeah, this is a pretty good starting area. Usually you kind of like to start more on the west side, or I'm sorry, on the east side over towards the forest because you get a lot of Armos checks done quickly, but this isn't the worst start screen.
Yeah, I'm with you. I prefer those quick Armos checks. We get a quick level 5 there, right there on the coast.
Yep, and we found some hints
No,
on
that's not the
some
coast.
river or lake.
Yeah, that is just south of Death Armos.
Yeah. And got some hints found at Vanilla level 3. When the runners get some money, that'll be good for them. That's close to start, so you can up a save and then go check your hints and retry if you need your money back. Wizrobes on the overworld are never fun, but I actually prefer them on the overworld as opposed to in the dungeons because there's more room to maneuver on the overworld, so you can kind of outrun them a little bit easier.
I'll agree with you there. And on Methinks So's screen, we have the book at the Death Armos spot.
Very nice. The book is the atlas in this seed, so you like to get that nice and early because now you have the maps to all of the dungeons. We're also seeing quite a bit of divergence already. A couple runners heading up towards Death Mountain. Other runners staying more close to start.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of Death Mountain.
Roads. Yeah, got some any roads. I think that's how they ended up at Death Mountain. Trying to watch 4 screens at once. Kind of.
It is. Delicious Algae coming over here to the east to do these Armos checks. Unfortunately, not going to find anything over here.
Yeah, that's a shame. It's the right play most of the time, but oh, there's the wand in 5. That's an instant offensive upgrade. That is a nice find this early for PTM. PTM short for Power to Mario.
Yeah, huge offensive upgrade right there. And I imagine that a lot of our runners tonight are going to find that wand relatively early. 5 is right there. I think everybody we're watching now, our 4 runners on the screen, have at least stepped into 5. Methinks was that 9 there in the grave.
That's a good find this early.
Bomb spot in the graveyard holds our 9.
I also saw one of the runners step into level 4 for a second, but I wasn't sure who that was and what happened to them.
31 looks like our mid-secret today.
Also not sure what happened to Power to Mario's screen. He looks like he maybe shifted his overlay or something. We'll see if we can get that fixed.
So another one of our flags that we are giving our rookies in this tournament is starting off with 8 bombs, which is extremely helpful.
Oh, we have
and
hints
speaking of
already on
helpful,
Algae's side.
What was that? No strength. Aquamentus with the ladder.
Aquamentus awaits with the ladder. That's level 1. That's a great hint to find because the ladder is one of the more important items in the game. And Manhandla threatens with the magic key. So magic key in 3, ladder in 1. And I do believe that first one said no feat of strength, right? So that means the
no feat of
power
strength.
bracelet is not required in this seed.
All extremely helpful hints.
Yeah. Now the power bracelet could still hold something nice. Let's say a take any or something like that, but will not hold anything required to beat the seed.
Which is
Here's
kind of
our
odd.
map
A
of
lot of
5.
times your power bracelet checks will hold something helpful, but when you got a level 1 overworld, or I mean a quest 1 overworld, a little less likely.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 power bracelet spots. Of the overworld blocks, it does block the most things. So yeah, if there's going to be an overworld block, oh, a nice Kananaki out of some dumb guy. I feel bad calling him some dumb guy. I mean, that's his name.
That dumb guy, all he can do is panic.
I promise I am not trying to insult him. I am just saying his name. Meanwhile, Power to Mario is progressing through this 5. He's completely cleared that one section and didn't seem to find the Triforce, so it must be over here in the section that you start with. Yeah, chat's suggesting just some guy. Hopefully that doesn't confuse people. Oh, that's the problem with Whisperobes on the overworld right there, as we see on Algae's screen. She gets hit by those beams as soon as you step into a screen. And you can even know they're there and still just forget about it and just walk in too quickly. Trying to set
brutal.
up the screen scroll here.
There we go. She gets it. I'm interested in the sprites that some dumb guy is using. There, I said it. Finds a Triforce, goes up and says nope, and comes back for it.
Which is interesting because Mario has been in this 5 much longer and has missed that Triforce somehow. And he already has the item and the heart container. But he has walked past that room somehow. I'm not sure if it was a bomb room or a key door or what happened there. That looks like he's heading back down to where it needs to be. This is a triple segmented 5.
Oh, there was a third segment?
Well, there's 2 segments. There's 2 completely separate segments, but then where he was, he just tried to bomb down, and that wall did not bomb. And there's
probably
no other
going
way to get up there. Yeah.
Possibly going into an old man room?
Yeah. So yeah, the only way to get up to that top half of the map would have been a transport. So that's probably how he missed the Triforce. So some guy takes the Triforce lead 1-0. However, he missed the wand out of level 5. So currently we have an offensive advantage to Mario. The other runner's still just in overworld
exploration
mode.
There's our recorder.
And recorder is now locked to 4 hearts, so... And we got a take any, and Mario takes a blue candle out of the take any. Not a bad play, considering that you're starting in the dead woods where there's a lot of burn bushes. That's a tough death the take there, though, because that is all the way down that corner, and there's no reason to come back there. He
Ooh,
bombs tonight.
4
Only
rupee
4?
bombs. That is a nice
Yeah.
price. But what was the...
Unfortunately, he only has 1 rupee. He can't afford another pack.
Oh, what was the item to the left of the bomb? I'm trying to make sense of his sprites.
I'm thinking that it was arrows, but it could have been a key, maybe. I'm just trying to think what was in that price range. There's a blue ring shop. It's the 250, which is what... It seems to be 250 a lot in Randomizer, because if it rolls up past 255, then it just defaults to vanilla, which is 250.
Yeah. Mario getting a take any there.
Level 9 found on some guy's screen. Algae, meanwhile, first up to the northeast corner, finds level 6.
And that was just south of the letter cave, right?
Yes.
All right.
Dark Nuts in level 6. She still has not found her book yet, so the last runner to find the book. I'd be curious to know how large this 6 is, because sometimes level 6 can be huge and not really worth an early dig, but don't blame her for trying to see a few rooms here. 82 are large secrets, so nobody's getting rich tonight.
No, that is not good. And neither is a 4-headed Gleeok on 3 hearts.
Power to Mario buying a key. And arrows. Wood arrows and a key purchase. Can't blame him for spending the money before you find a bunch of door repairs and lose it, though.
And hey, he's still got enough change for bombs.
All back. Yeah, just enough. Some,
okay, Power to
Red
Mario
Lamb
went to
Moa
7
combat.
at Vanilla 1.
Ah.
Okay, and by my count, that's 4 of our dungeons found. You did say somebody dipped into 4, though. I'm not sure where that's at.
I saw somebody step into 4. I want to say Me Thinks So stepped into 4.
So you think
But he
did?
quickly left it. Yeah, Me thinks he did. Yeah, I don't know what that item is that's next to the bombs.
Oh, it's gotta be arrows.
Well, we saw arrows on Power to Mario's screen, and it was a different price. So,
our tracker OpnaPoint suggesting possibly meat.
Maybe. This could be a drop or a push block for PTM, but unfortunately,
There's level 3. Was that at Casino Corner?
It had to have been up there somewhere, because she was just in that area. Yeah, level 3, a much easier dig this early in the game than a level 6.
Yes.
And there's our map of 3. Not too bad.
Okay, Me Think So in 2, it looks like.
There you go. Now this is a very linear 2. You could very easily get key and or bomb blocked. Already finds the Triforce, though, so that's good. And finds some free bombs just laying on the floor, so you won't get bomb blocked right away. Alright, so Algae takes a death to I believe she was trying to fight some I forget what those things are. Moblins. That's what it is. The arrow shooty guys. Recorder pickup for some guy. Was he the first one to get the recorder? Somebody else saw it, but I didn't see if they had enough hearts to get it.
Yeah, he's the first to get it. I think
Or
he
did
thinks
or
so.
is he who's... Okay, I was thinking maybe he saw it and just didn't have hearts at that point, but
That's also possible.
so now PTM into this 7. Let's see how far he
Ooh.
is. Or
Continuing
no,
with
he's been
the
in
hard,
7. Yeah.
continuing with the hard money seed bomb upgrades tonight. 124, I think it said.
Ooh, that's tough.
Although, having said that, methinks so is at 14 bombs. That's a pretty chonky
At least you're getting
upgrade.
your money. Yeah, at least you're getting your
Yes.
money's worth. I find it's often the more expensive the upgrade, the less it gives you. And here's our
The
item in 7.
raft.
It's the raft. We have not seen any hints one way or the other involving the raft, so as far as we know, it could still be blocking something important. And here is our sword cave, all the way up at the 100 rupee secret spot, the vanilla 100 rupee spot. So Delicious Algae gonna take the blue candle.
Which, yeah, now that we're starting with the wood sword, that wood sword cave is going to be the candle cave, basically.
Yeah. You're basically, the only reason you're looking for it is if you haven't taken a candle or bought a candle yet. Take any from Lost Hills area. So now she has enough for her candle or her recorder whenever she gets over to East Death Mountain. Or no. Yeah, East Death Mountain. I am confusing East and West tonight for some reason. Step over the water to reach the magic key. Now we know the magic key's in 3, so that means 3 must have been ladder blocked. Maybe that is why Delicious Algae left level 3.
We've got to look at the coast item on some guy's screen. Couldn't quite make it out.
So now Algae is in this level 2. Trying to follow this action, and it's whenever you get 3 runners in dungeons, sometimes I'm just missing what is running them out of a dungeon.
According to chat, 3 has key doors and the Gliok. We did see the Gliok.
Well, there must be a ladder block in there somewhere to get to that magic key, according to that hint.
Looks like 2 has a red candle in it, according to our tracker.
Oh, that would probably be where me thinks so got his red candle.
18 small secret. That's not bad.
And once again, everybody thank our trackers, McMonkey and Opno, for keeping this in line.
Algae's got to be careful here. One more bop, and she is done. And there she goes. She got the key, though. She did get the key.
Which is actually important because the next time she comes into that room, those enemies will respawn since she died before she could leave. But at least now she can just run right through it. If she even goes back up that way. If she hasn't seen the rest of this, then she'll probably just head over this way.
I think so.
Bomb upgrade.
Finds the Triforce in 3, which Algae did not manage to find. We also see Zelda's room in 3. Oh, that's such a good tune. That always takes me back.
And our first look at Recorder Lake, it is another take any, so Recorder so far seems to not be required. There could still be a Dig Dogger block somewhere, but the Recorder also still gives us quick travel around the map, so very useful item to get.
The main reason why I get it is that quick travel. It can come in so clutch.
And that is one of the reasons why we decided to lock the white sword item to the Recorder, was to help the young runners learn the recorder patterns and how it works, and to help them get around. There's the red.
You think
candle
so?
on
It's
the
got to be
floor
really
for
careful.
Algae.
Oh, he goes down. One head left. Is not able to pull it off.
Oh.
That was a very good Gleok fight. He almost had it.
Some guy putting the recorder to work already. Recorder in a round 2 level. Well, the only level he's got the Triforce from, 5. He
I hope you
goes
guys
back
know this
into
song is
5.
Okay, topping off his hearts. Oh no. It wants the item. Okay, so that item will do him good, certainly. But is not a required item.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to be happy to see the wand, but at the same time, he might not be as happy if it...
The good thing is, it's only 2 rooms in.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, what, 30, 40-second investment? Maybe more now that he's not up and A-ing.
Yeah.
Honestly, not a bad thing.
Maybe trying to get bombs here? I'm not sure what he is.
He's full on bombs. He's gonna play this out. This is not. I mean, he's got the. Okay, Aquamanus awaits on Death Mountain. I know he's got the Triforce. He has the item. The only thing he's missing from here is a heart container, and yeah, he's out.
Yeah, I think he maybe just put 2 and 2 together that there's no reason to stay in that dungeon.
Meanwhile, Algae in 8.
Wow, Algae has seen more dungeons than anybody else at this point.
I think the only thing we're missing is 1, and we had the hint for 1 there in 5.
Yeah.
Great use of the bombs there.
So
on Algae's
looks
side.
Looks like there probably will not be an overworld block then, since I guess is that push block in quote Death Mountain considered the grave? I think it is, right? Yeah. So
push block.
The push.
Oh
block,
yeah. That's considered the grave.
Yeah. So yeah, there should not be any overworld block tonight. Oh, we already saw the hint anyway that said, yeah, see, it can't be the arrows because there's that thing that's right next. It's in the same shop as the arrows. It's got to be the bait.
Yeah,
I think Opno's right that it's the bait.
The bait? Could it be the shield?
Maybe. Hopefully somebody else goes into that cave and we can figure this out. Inquiring minds want to know.
Too cheap for the shield, says Opno. So yeah, it's looking bait. And some guy is demonstrating very well why the book can be so troublesome.
Yeah, book with the wand. The book's a two-edged sword in this flag set where it gives you the maps of everything, but that fire did it. Especially if you start trying to do the thing where if you tap sword and wand on the same frame, then it combines their step over the water to reach the silver arrows. So silver arrows are also...
Oh,
lurks with the power bracelet.
Gleok returning along the river. We're pretty much sure it's the bait.
Okay, so step over the water to reach the silver arrows. Could that have been the coast item? I know somebody peeked it like super quick.
It was. It was super quick, and yeah, I think that was the silver arrows on the coast. No, it's the bow. The bow is on the coast.
The bow was on the coast.
The bow is on the coast, which
Okay.
means
So
step over the
silver
water.
arrows are just silver arrows are just ladder blocked in a dungeon
They're
somewhere.
ladder blocked in a dungeon.
So-
By the way, really quickly, look at that shape on level 6.
That is funny. It looks like a man with like a really big forehead.
I was thinking like a really long finger.
Yeah. It was. With all of these known ladder blocks at this point, with the bow and the silver arrows, it seems like tonight might be a race to see who finds the ladder first.
Well, we have one runner who knows it's in 1. So the question is, where is 1?
Death Mountain.
And interestingly, so we know that the power bracelet's in 4. Do we have any item? No, we don't have an item for 6 yet. So far, the silvers could be in 1, 6, 8, or 9.
Yeah.
I am fascinated that we've not seen 1 yet.
Yeah, and especially with as much as we saw up in Death Mountain, several runners went there straight from the start. I believe that's what that hint said, right?
I think it said
level 1 in Death Mountain. That's what I marked it on my tracker right after we saw it.
So yeah, that must have been it. The only thing I can think of is have we seen? No, because that's not Death Mountain. We just went over that. That's the grave. So, I'm trying to think of what might.
This
I guess I guess it would be West Death Mountain. So I'm gonna say it is in Quest 2 Level 9's location, or somewhere within that realm.
Yeah. It's gotta be. I'm guessing pretty far out on West Death Mountain.
Algae taking another death in 8. This is a brutal 8.
Yeah, she really needs to get back to. Well, I'd like to see her get back and get that map from Death Armos, or the book from Death Armos, and also if she gets over there, then level 5 is right there with the wand to at least give her some combat upgrades.
Yeah. Yeah, Armos items should really be one of your high priorities.
Yeah, yeah, especially with Heart Shuffle turned off, because you know it's going to be an item. I mean, it could still be the Coast Heart, but, you know, when Heart Shuffle's on, there's a pretty good chance that the Armos item, the Coast item, yeah, all of that's going to be hearts. So not as important, but when Heart Shuffle's off, yeah, first thing I want to start doing is find that Armos item. Typically, I'm also looking for the White Sword item. We know that it's locked to Recorder. But yeah, and the Coast item, you can kind of wait till you have the ladder, unless you're over there and just want to see what it is, to know if you need to go back for it.
So Algae is running around with a full wallet. She could definitely use a blue ring right about now. With the help of a blue ring, she could cover a lot more ground.
Yeah, blue ring is not that far away either. She could definitely run over and buy it. We got 2 runners in level 3.
And 2 of them around the start area.
We're about to get confirmation on Algae screen as to what that sprite is on some guys. It's going to be the far left item in this shop.
I'm pretty sure that we've said it. Yeah, it's bait.
It is the bait. There we go. Confirmation.
Just taking it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, she only has 1 key. So I can definitely respect that purchase. But I think the blue ring shop is right here, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's not. Oh, no, this is a large secret.
Yeah, the blue ring shop I thought was down near Vanilla Start. I didn't mark it on my map though, so.
Yeah, I didn't either.
She's
But
about to find
Algae
level
is
7 here.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that this will be every dungeon for her except for dungeon 1. I
Except
think
for
that
one.
she has seen them. Maybe 9. I'm not sure if she got up to 9 yet.
Yeah, 1 is that all-important dungeon that nobody can find. Some guy finding the hints. All of our runners tonight have actually been struggling through these levels. These are not easy levels that we're seeing on our screen.
Yeah, it seems like almost every one of them, there's like one screen that they're struggling to get through, like this 4-headed Gleeok in a maze room, which is not a fun combat.
I mean, I know all of them have to be feeling incredibly behind. Me Think So, I would say, is the only one with a lead, not only in Triforce, but look at those hearts, already up to 8 heart containers.
Yeah.
But I would say, for the most part, they're all pretty well on par with each other.
Yeah, maybe a slight combat advantage to some guy and Power to Mario with the wands, but
I think the biggest disadvantage to the most disadvantaged player here is Algae. In Hearts, does not have the Atlas, does not have the wand. If she can grab just a few of those things, it would really go a long way to help her out. Power to Mario going to try out this Gleeok.
Oh, this might be a comeback when you have a ring thing, but getting, I believe, our first look down at along the coast for Me Think So, but having the knowledge of all 4 runners combined, we know that there's not really anything down there. Algae up on Death Mountain. If she finds level 1 up here, that could be big for her, especially with 4 keys. There's just a rather lengthy discussion in the Discord channel today about how level 1 is one of the worst dungeons to go into with a low key count because of all the key doors.
And there are a lot of keys to be had in level 1, but it comes with the caveat of a lot of key doors.
Oh, screen scroll to Death Armos. Okay, this is good too. This will get her a book, and then she'll find level 5 here. Because I never really thought about it, but she hasn't found Death Armor, and she probably hasn't seen 5 either. It's always the last Armos, isn't it? Okay, so book pickup for her, that's good. Level 5 right here. Meanwhile, level 2 found for Power to Mario. And Me Think So is exploring some any roads. Let's see where he's heading next. Yeah, Algae is now bomb blocked out of 5.
Just to give you a quick little update about our other runners you are not seeing on screen. Just about everyone I'm looking at has 1 or 2 Triforces, so most people having a difficult time with this so far.
Yeah, that's a good point. We're only watching 4 runners, but we have 28 entrants in tonight qualifier, so we're only seeing a small fraction of the amount of runners actually running at this moment. So we'll try to keep you posted if anybody else finishes. In this scoring set, the top 10 runners get a descending order of points. And then anyone from 11 down, you get 1 point for finishing. And if you DNF out of it, if you have just had enough after, 2+ hours, then you get a half a point. So. And there are 6 qualifying races. We're taking the top 3 scores. You can participate in 3, where we're asking everyone to participate in 3. You can also participate in a 4th one if you'd like, and we'll just discard your lowest score. But 4 maximum. So Triforce out of 2 for Power to Mario. He ties up the Triforce count. I'd like to say maybe he has a little bit of a Triforce lead, since the Triforce out of 6 is, 6 being a larger dungeon than 3. And especially because I believe the Triforce in 3 is only 2 or 3 rooms in. Somehow he walked right past it.
Yeah, it wasn't too deeply in. I would agree to that.
He's back in 3.
He also has the combat advantage with that wand, which me think. Well, I don't think me think so has been in 5 yet.
Yeah, he probably
would...
saw it and just left. But he is headed up towards Death Mountain. If he finds level 1 up here, this could be a good pickup for him. Alright, trying to fight this Gleeok again. He's got potions this time. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's better to use it here than to die. It always feels bad to die with a potion in your inventory.
Yeah.
And now he never has to fight that Gleeok again. And all he learned was something he already knew. I want to say the Triforce is just 1 screen down from there. Oh, there it is. Okay, I knew it was like 1 screen away from there. Okay. So Triforce out of 3. So now he has the Triforce lead and the combat lead. Some guy, meanwhile, in level 2. He is going to find the red candle pretty soon, I want to say. Or is the Triforce up here? Or nothing's up here. Some guy does have the blue ring, by the way. I just noticed that. So he's the first of our runners tonight to have a defensive upgrade.
Which will do him very well. I mean, it kind of puts him on par with everybody else.
Oh, methinks so was ready to buy that blue ring and is 2 rupees short.
No!
He started the run towards it. These are money
there's
droppers
one
here,
of them.
The red levers.
Oh
my
no.
goodness, that's the worst. That's the worst red lever screen I've seen.
Oh, and he misaligns his screen scroll, so he has to up an A.
Oh, that's such a shame. Yeah, because you get soft locked if you.
Meanwhile, we have Power to Mario definitively taking the Triforce lead with 3 Triforces, grabbing that Triforce out of I think it was 2 that he was in, was it? Or was it 3?
3. 3.
We got more hints here.
And, Algae on the overworld with half a heart needs to be careful. You always hate to buy a hint into something you already knew.
Yeah. But at least they weren't too costly. That hint shop was actually really close to start. You could have saved Scum those rupees.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting the runners to be doing, but I believe both runners that have bought those hints simply just bottom. Maybe they just in the heat of the moment forgot to hit save.
All right, here we go. Methinks so. Digging West Death Mountain. Are we going to find one up here, or is it just still going to elude us?
Yeah, I feel like it almost has to be up here somewhere.
It's gotta be.
We've seen so much of this, and one of the any roads, I believe, went up the Spectacle Rock area. So
there it
is.
is. Just one screen away from where I wanted to be. Whoa! That's not a. This is not a nice level 1.
Of course, you find level 1, and it's this.
And you only have one key. Going into one with one key, that is not a good idea. Okay, but he's gonna.
Especially, you're already key blocked from the rest of the map. Oh, got another key though.
I love seeing our rookies use these strategies. These more advanced strategies that we see our pros do, and it's great to see.
That was a nice use of the I'm not sure how to word it, the orientation of this room to ensure that the bomb was placed correctly on the dark nut.
Yes.
Oh, he gets trolled with that one though. If I was him, I would probably leave this room and try to respawn that Poe's voice into something more friendly. That looks like what he's going to do. It also saves the room in case you die.
Unfortunately, we know it's going to be a while before we have some arrows to properly deal with those Poe's voices.
Yeah.
Power to Mario, the closest to that arrow, but he's... oh, no, Methinks so. That's right. It was Methinks so that was there.
Compass found, and that's one room in the from start, but that's that room with the dark nuts and the Poe's voice. This could be our item. Oh my goodness, it's under a patcher.
One is Trolley. Oh, don't get bapped.
Oh.
Ooh, this is right. One morning. Oh, no. There he goes. There's a high possibility that was the item room. Also don't know if that was the ladder, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be the other item in one.
You know, I hate it when an overworld gives you both the dark nuts, or not the dark nuts, the whiz robes and the Lionels.
Yeah.
Okay, right, nice.
A bomb wall. Oh, and finds a potentially much easier push block enemy. Nope.
No.
Still an easy key to get, though. You'll spend it to see... this could be a... No, it can't be a push block. Well, it could be a push block, but it's going to be a slider door.
Yeah.
Could be a drop room in one, though. Oh, no, that's never a drop room. I was looking at my level 1 drop rooms, but the grid room is, or 3-row room is never a drop room.
Meanwhile, on some guy's side, he is going through level 6. We don't know what the item for level 6 is. But we do know that our silver arrow is ladder blocked. So really, Methinks so is in the driver's seat right now.
Yeah, he's just got to... Well, even if the bow is the floor drop, then he doesn't even have to worry about that.
No, the bow's on the coast.
Or not the bow. I meant the ladder. I mean, the ladder to get the bow is where my brain was going.
Did I see that? Was that a banana on the floor in level 1?
That
I
might
think it
have
was.
been.
The trackers tracked it. So that would mean that the ladder is the ladder item.
Yeah, the basement item is the ladder item.
Yeah.
Could be this room right here, though. Maybe he won't have to deal with that patcher after all.
Oh, that would be nice. Does it open? It does! And this will be our ladder. Thank goodness. Now he just has to get that Triforce and get out of there.
Not the friendliest room to try to get a Triforce out of, though.
No, this is awful.
Whenever your enemy of choice to try to pick off is a Pole's voice, you know it's going to be a rough room.
I mean, if it was me here, oh, but he doesn't have his recorder yet.
Yeah.
But he's saving the room. He's doing this smart. You take a few out, save the room. Hope that they roll a little nicer.
Yeah, let's see what he's getting rid of here.
Methinks so also does not have the wand. I mean, Methinks so is the closest to his Ganon kill kit, but he's missing some vital items that would make this easier.
Yeah. He rolled out the Pole's voice, which was nice. Now some guy is dealing with this four-headed Gleeok. He gets through it first attempt.
Yeah, and that is the first time I think we've seen that Gleeok go down in level 3.
No, Power to Mario got it down because this is just a hint about level 5, which
Okay.
at this point every runner has seen.
Speaking of which, Algae in 5. This is where Algae needs to be. Get that wand.
I mean, think so is oh, don't open that door. Oh, putting the banana to use on this like that's a good strategy. I like it. Oh, don't take a hit. Don't take a hit, and don't unlock that door on accident.
Ooh, this is gonna be rough.
Okay, up A. Slowly but
that's
surely.
good. I mean, I understand the logic there. It's best to do this than have to come all the way back here.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's nothing else really up this way. Like, the closest to any road's up in East Death Mountain, and I don't believe there's another dungeon up here that you could whistle to, even if he got his recorder.
I thought he would try and re-roll that Dark Nut, but he wants to take it out.
Yeah.
He's doing a pretty good job dodging all the fireballs there. And there he goes. He's got his Triforce. Nice. First one to clear one. We think so.
Okay. Meanwhile, some guy has got his Triforce out of 3, so he's up to 4. He has the exact same Triforce count and dungeons as Power to Mario. Perhaps he even has a little bit of a lead right now. 4 Triforces, a blue ring, wand. He's got the white sword item, which is the recorder that... he's actually the only one of our runners that we're spectating that has his recorder.
Yeah, I think he's the only one to actually find it.
Yeah, I think so is in 3. Now that, okay, so that was a ladder block right there. So that means the any key might be up here in this section. Think so has the Triforce out of here, so he must just be looking for that item. I don't know if, it should be this door, or this staircase right here. I'm not sure if he saw a... Yeah.
And there's our key.
Okay.
I just want to point out really quickly that some guy has 10 heart containers, and that will give him a guaranteed magic sword, should he find it.
Yeah, we saw the magic sword on somebody's screen, but I didn't mark where it was, so I'm not sure how close or far away he is. All right, methinks so into 6 now with his any key and ladder.
Surprised he hasn't gone to the coast.
Yeah, that would have probably been my first step, especially with the recorder. Okay, so we do have him marked now as having the recorder. So you could always recorder back to level 3 now that you have the Triforce, which is only one screen away.
Did he just get the recorder, or has he had it and it's not been marked?
I'm not sure. I just now noticed that it was marked, though.
And there we go. Algie, you got your wand. That is going to be extremely helpful for her. I am so excited in her behalf.
Also, looks like she has a compass, so she knows she is 1 screen away from the Triforce. And there it is, just sitting on the ground for the taking.
2 Triforces for Algie. That should give her a much-needed morale boost.
Yeah.
But looky here, there's Mags for some guy.
Wow.
That gives him a pretty definitive lead here at this time for the forward runners on our screen. Yes, he doesn't have that ladder out of 1, but his offense is off the charts now.
So there is our letter, which is 1 screen away from level 1, or 2 screens away from level 1. So that means Power to Mario is about to find his level 1. And that also, it just clicked with me then that's why his heart count is so low, because he took a blue candle from a take any, and he must have taken a potion from another one.
I mean, not unwise decisions.
Algie with a blue ring purchase now, so yeah, this should really kick her run into overdrive. Now she's got an offensive upgrade and a defensive upgrade, and she is headed right back to level 3 and 6.
So, question for you: when you know that 10 hearts will get you mags, do you prioritize hearts from the take any?
In this flag set, I've been prioritizing hearts every run because I know I can get a blue candle for free if I just find the wood sword cave. But yeah, I would say even in like a Consternation flag set or something, one of the more advanced flag sets, I still think I would probably take hearts to get that magical sword. But I also suck at combat, and so I can use every upgrade that I can get.
And I just want to tell chat and a specific person in chat, gotta have heart does not apply to this conversation. All right, we got 6 of our runners in 6, or 6. We got 3 of our runners in 6.
Now, hopefully, Algie realizes that this cannot be a push block. Leox will never cover a push block. There's something with the game coding that it gets screwed up, and it causes like a soft lock sometimes.
The game goes boom.
Or maybe even a hard lock. I'm not sure.
All right, some guy on an island in the ocean.
All right, now Algie's in 3. Hopefully she just finds her Triforce and gets out of 3, because we know that the item is ladder blocked. Alright, so this is probably one of those rooms where methinks so wishes he had that bow. Unfortunately, he doesn't have arrows either, though. He hasn't bought the wood arrows. and I don't believe has money to. He's only got 44 rupees. So he's kind of stuck until we find silvers. Now, if this is a hard ladder block to this right side of 6, that means that hint saying step over the water to reach silvers could be pointing to this dungeon.
It could be. I would have to see the room right above this.
Yeah, I believe he was up there because he turned around and came back down this way, so...
This room right here might be our room.
Well, there's a shutter door, so this won't be the item.
Ah, good point.
But he's doing some nice combat. He's going to try to reset the room, save the room, and reset it. And I believe he should get likes again, based on what we saw earlier. Yep, there it is. Using the red candle. Try to keep him in check.
So once again, taking a brief glance at some of our other runners in this race. Pretty well right where our runners on screen are at. Somewhere between 2 and 5 hearts.
Hearts or Triforces?
Triforces. You know, they're like hearts, but pointier.
Yeah. We found a staircase for some guy. It looks like it's a transport. He's also in level 6, by the way. Let's see where this gets us. Okay, so this gets us to that northern room. Yeah, okay, so this section of level 6 is hard ladder blocked. So I'm going to guess that the silvers are probably in 6. I'm calling it right now. This is where silvers are.
Which is bad news for Power to Mario because he already has his Triforce out of 6, as does some guy.
Yeah.
So I would hope that he comes back. I will say that Power to Mario got his wood arrows. So once he can get to 1, he will be able to take care of those Pole's voices.
Some guy has left 6 and is now back in level 3, which he already has his Triforce out of, so he must just be looking for items?
We know that item is ladder blocked, so that's not going to help him very much. The key to advance in this is finding 1.
Yeah. Yeah, this whole seed is hinged on level 1, and unfortunately it was the last dungeon any of our runners found, and most of our runners still haven't even found it. Algie has the blue ring in chat to answer the question in chat. It's not marked on our tracker, but she did buy it. Yeah, there we go.
Which is an excellent purchase. I think we're going to start seeing Algie advance a lot more quickly. She's got her ring. She's got the wand. She's already at 3 Triforces.
She could fall into the same trap as the other 2 if she gets her Triforce out of this 6 before she gets the ladder.
It's true.
Assuming that silvers are in here. We haven't confirmed silvers are in here, but we did see a hint earlier that said step over the water to reach silvers. And this section of level 6 that methinks so is in was ladder blocked.
I mean, at this point, it is a 20% chance that it is in 6.
Yeah.
But I give it pretty high odds looking at what the evidence shows.
I would not be fighting this room. There's an easier way. Oh, some guy takes a death on that waterfall screen. That's another tough screen to take a death on because sometimes it's so long before you get back there. And I would also be trying to find any way around these Pole's voice on 1 heart. Especially being this deep in 6, because a death here would likely send him packing, and or he would just get his Triforce and leave. Oh, some nice combat though. There's level 4. It was at the grave. Okay. I think this is the first time we've actually seen somebody dip into 4. We saw somebody find it very early.
Yeah.
But never really
Not really
came
go
back
into
to
it.
Yeah. We know
where-
from hints that the power bracelet is in here, and we also know from hints that the power bracelet is useless.
Where was 4 again?
Vanilla 6? 7? The grave. Yeah, Vanilla
gotcha.
6. Yeah.
The actual grave, not the grave anything else, just the grave.
Well, it's at Vanilla 6. Not the push block grave.
Oh,
or
right.
whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I get confused because
I get
on when you're doing like a vanilla run, you do level 6, 7th. So I always end up in my head flip flops 6 and 7.
Before I started speedrunning, I would always do 6 last just because I hate it.
Yeah. And there's also nothing of worth in 6. I'm not sure what happened on me Think So screen because I started watching what was going on in that level 4, but he is out of that northern section. So,
yeah,
not sure if he took a death up there or what, but I really hope he heads back up there. He got sniped by Beamos. Oh, and there's his Triforce, so he is out.
Algae gonna take the recorder.
This is interesting because now all 4 runners have their Triforce out of 6. And I'm wondering, I believe at least a couple of our runners have seen the hint about stepping over the water.
And look at some guy. He is on his way to 1. I think some guy is going to overtake Me Think So. Yeah. I look at him as in the lead right now. Power to Mario may have 5, so I guess it would be on Power to Mario that's technically in the lead. But I think that some guy's going to surpass him.
Oh, well, except with that magical sword, that is a huge upgrade.
It is, but I may have spoken too soon because look where Power to Mario's at. He's in 1.
Yeah, so Power to Mario's in 1. Algae is making her way that way as well. And don't look now, but she has 4 Triforces, so...
I mean, she's getting up there. Me Think So picking up the bow on the coast.
Yeah, that now if he can just find an arrow shop, I'm still not sure if 67's enough. I wanted to say it was 71. Level 1 found for some guy, so now the race is on to see which one of these 2 runners can get the ladder and the Triforce first.
By the way, Algae is 1 screen away from level 1. Power to Mario picking up the ladder. This race is actually getting fairly close. Or no, I guess she was a couple of screens away. But
it's
regardless,
2 screens, yeah.
Very close.
It's the next screen.
The next one over.
Left. Yep.
Trying to get a screen scroll in.
Yeah, sometimes. I usually do that myself. If I don't get it by the second time, then just walk it. Oh, the arrow shop is only 67, so Me Think So has enough to buy the arrows. And they're on the start screen. He's back in level 5. He doesn't have his Triforce out of here yet. Or no, he's in 8. I'm sorry, that 8 looks like a 5 on my screen. Oh, I saw the map and I'm like, that is not the map of 5.
Yeah, now here's where Me Think So could retake that lead, is if Silver's is actually in 8. Because that is a big possibility.
Haven't seen either item in 8. Haven't really seen enough of it to know if there is a ladder block somewhere in here.
That is quite the screen to get through just to advance.
Yeah.
And there's the
To find
Triforce.
the Triforce.
I mean,
man, I would take that.
I'd take it and run, but there's 2 items, but I'd take it and run. He's thinking. Yeah, maybe check one more screen. Okay, now this could be big. Now you gotta know.
1 heart. I don't know. I think I would. You'd have to fight those Poles voice again to get back up to this point. He's got the recorder. Honestly, what he needs to do, take that Triforce, up A back to start, buy the arrows, and then come back up here with bow and arrows.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If he dies here, he has to potentially refight that last Pulse Voice room he defeated.
Yeah.
With the Shutter Door. Because there was nothing to save that state there. But, I mean, his combat's really good right here.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing really well.
2 left. Oh, this is... One wrong move is all it takes with these guys. Oh!
That was huge.
That was a fantastic fairy.
That
okay,
was
what's this going to be?
Fairy.
It pushes. Is it? It's a heart.
Oh, it's the Coast Heart.
It's the Coast Heart. Now, to be honest, we knew that it couldn't be the silvers because it wasn't ladder blocked.
Yeah.
So at this point, having found one of the items, I would Triforce and go.
Yeah. He's gonna keep going. Meanwhile, we still have Algae and some guy in level 1. Some guy is in the room with the ladder. He is gonna get it shortly. Algae is on her way there. Oh, she's gonna find this Patra. Don't fight it. We know it's nothing.
But it's so tempting. He might hold something.
I would fight this all day, every day because of the push block potential.
It's just.
And because it's not the expanding Patra, it's the tilt-a-whirl one.
Well, this Patra is going to potentially suck some time away from Algae.
Yeah. And now she's killed the Master Brain or whatever it's called, and it's stuck in its tilt-a-whirl motion.
Oh, she was doing pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully she just skips that room when she goes back in. We still only have 1 runner with our any key as well. So that could potentially play a role because the other runners have 1 key or 0 keys.
They're going to go back to 3, though. Being that was a ladder-blocked item, those who got the silvers or ladder-blocked hint are going to go straight to 3.
Yeah, but I believe there's also a hint that said that the magic key was ladder-blocked, and we also knew where the magic key was.
No, I'm pretty sure the hint said that the key was in 3. That's what it was. So they know.
Okay.
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah, I knew we saw some set of hints about that. Power to Mario actually looks like he might be heading back to 6. If he's heading back to 6, this is a...
Interesting.
Oh, no, he is heading to 3. Okay, he's heading to 3 because he wants that any key.
And 3, it's not that big. And keys have been kind of hard to come by. You don't want to be key blocked out of 9.
And hopefully while he's up here, he dips back into that 6. Otherwise,
Algae wants the rupees, not the banana. Wants the rupees, not the banana.
Alright, now she is in her ladder room, so hopefully she gets this cleared. Let her pick up for some guy, so now he can buy his potions.
Had to fight with the pharmacist for a bit to get it.
Got another potential staircase in Methinks So screen. Or did he pop out of that staircase? Maybe he popped out of that staircase because he's running away from it.
Oh! Algae tried to re-roll the room and gets shuttered out.
Oh, that's rough.
Okay, here we go. Attempt number 2. 1 heart, and yeah, that's much nicer odds there. Get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
trying to
don't die.
use the wand on this. There we go. There we go.
All right. And she
Okay,
will
some
not be
guy
disappointed.
gonna get his bow, while Algie gets the ladder.
And he does have arrows, so he'll be much better suited for these Poles voice. It's a nice bomb drop, too. Now, where's he at? Is he up at 1? Yeah, it looks like he is. He is going back to 6. Okay, so he is back into 6. I think that he has maybe put these puzzle pieces together here.
I think so. We are 1 minute 10 in, and nobody has cleared this yet. None of our runners. So it is still anybody's race.
Did he not get the Triforce out of 8, even though he saw it? Or no, Methinks So is still Methinks So is who saw the Triforce in 8.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting confused as to which runners have seen what. An hour 10 in, and Deus is confused.
I've got a feeling 8 has the Coast Heart and Magic Boomerang, and if so, that's gonna be awful.
Honestly,
bomb
the best
upgrade.
thing he could find
3. Oh,
real
3 short.
Honestly, though, the best thing he could find right now after digging all this would be the floor heart, because that would get him mags.
There you go. No, go get your bombs. Get your bombs now.
Or a red ring. I guess if he found a red ring, that would be.
Oh, red ring would be worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that magical sword is paying dividends right now for some guy.
Oh, he's shredding through these levels. Algie picking up her Triforce, bringing her total up to 5. So, yeah, we now have Methinks So, who was our Triforce leader for a while, now trailing behind just a bit.
Yeah. Come on, Methinks So. You've got the Yeni key. Just unlock all the doors.
So we didn't see any of our players attempt a world wrap to get that bow, did we?
I don't believe so.
This would have been the prime chance to do that, given where our start location is.
Yeah, starting in the Dead Woods.
Okay, well, you know what? She knows exactly where the any roads are. She's going to head over there.
Yeah, this would be nice to... I don't even know if she's even seen the coast item yet.
I don't believe she has, and she's going to be really happy once she does.
Yeah, and she has money for arrows. So if she... especially if she remembers that there's an arrow shop on Vanilla Start, or not on Vanilla Start, but on Seed Start, then she could just go and buy arrows.
Well, some guy is using those arrows to his advantage.
Yeah, this is definitely the dungeon to have them in.
All right, all of our runners have their bow. Now it's just a matter of where are the silvers? Yeah.
Oh, here's a second ladder block in this level 6. I guess
fascinating.
It was wrap around. I guess you probably get up there. I think some guy is like 2 screens away. Like these are the final 2 screens. Like it's got to be one of these, and it's obviously not this. So you must be able to bomb down here.
If it is not in 6, that is very unfortunate for some guy. Here we go. Okay.
We will know in just a minute. Oh, the Troll Dongo trolling you for all the different reasons tonight.
This is an awful Troll Gondo string. And there it is!
There they are. So I believe that puts him well in the lead of at least of the 4 runners that we are currently watching.
That catapults him ahead. He is Triforce and Go right now.
And he's the only one with Magical Sword. The only thing that could come back to bite him would be keys. He only has 1 key and does not have that any key out of 3.
That is true,
But,
and with the Ganon kill kit in hand, he's not likely to go back into 3.
yeah, I definitely wouldn't. I would, like you said, be in Triforce and Go mode at this point. Especially an hour and 15 in, and, you know,
feeling like you're behind. But
yeah,
man,
I mean, even though, you know, needing
it's hard
the ladder to get to the silvers, to get, you know, but he doesn't know that nobody else has really done it yet either.
it's hard because you think you're behind, but you only have 1 key. You know where that key is. You know 3 is a small dungeon.
And Algie is into 3 right now. She's going to go get her any key. She already has the Triforce out of here, so she must just be looking for that any key.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, I can't blame any of these runners for making that move. One of our trackers is pointing out that Power to Mario still has not found level 8.
Some guy, though, into 4.
None of our runners have got the Triforce out of 4, even though we've been in here a couple of times. So I'm curious what was
stopping
keeping
them.
Yeah, if it was just combat or if it was another potential movement block. Probably the terrible rooms, yeah. Oh, the last key spent for some guy.
That's a position you never want to be in.
Yeah.
And that's a position that Algie will not find herself in.
Now, I wonder if she has put it together and will immediately head over to level 6 and find her silver arrows.
If she does, that puts her in a very good position.
Yeah. Oh, she is skipping right past level 6, though. Unfortunate.
I understand, though. There is a logic to finishing up your Triforces before double dipping.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you don't know where items are. If you're still looking for items, then yeah, I always go. There's the white sword in level 8.
The white sword in 8, okay. This is going to be a big moment for Algie. I think she's only 1 screen away from the Triforce, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Does she take it?
A couple screens, I think, maybe. Did she go through that Pole's voice room yet?
You're right, there's the Pole's voice. Okay. So there's the
Yeah.
Pole's voice room and then one more. Okay.
Yeah. This is... so me thinks so. This is interesting because he has 10 hearts, so he could go get mags, but with that white sword pickup, do you just kind of continue on and let mags be? There's not really any reason to pass back by mags. There's no dungeons around there. As far as I know, I still am a little hazy on where Dungeon 2 was.
But do we even know if he's seen it?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he might not even seen Mags yet. All right, so Algie is about to find her Triforce out of 8. If she just takes this and leaves, looks like she's gonna fight.
She wants her items.
Well, this is one of them right here. This is the heart.
So we'll see
Now,
she
she
does after she gets this heart.
Yeah, she could make the call that we were saying before about once you find that first item in 8, it loses a little bit of luster because it only has one item remaining. Then it just becomes any other dungeon. The main appeal to finding level 8 and digging level 8 is that it has two items.
I mean,
Once
also,
you find
here's
one, then it's...
Here's my thinking. That Triforce is like 4 rooms in. You have a recorder. You can always come back.
Yeah. Yeah, having the recorder definitely changes your mindset sometimes on whether or not to keep digging dungeons.
I think... Yeah, she's going for that Triforce. She saw that Patra and was like, no, give me Tringle.
Okay, yep, there he goes. Okay,
Yeah,
I thought maybe she was going to try to bomb around it, but okay. Methinks is back into level 7. Finds the heart container on the floor. Okay.
And with that, Algie actually takes the Triforce lead here with 6 Triforce.
6, yeah.
Yeah, once she was able to get some offense and defense, she started shredding through these levels.
Yeah. Yeah, this is an interesting position to be in. Okay, she's going to record her back to 5. Where is she headed from here?
She needs 4 and 7. I think she's going to 7.
Or possibly to buy arrows. There's an arrow shop right here on this screen.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Dip in, buy
that
arrows.
That is a fantastic call.
Yeah. And then dip in, or head over to 7. Oh, she's whistling somewhere. Where's she whistling to now?
None of our runners have been able to clear
back
7.
To 8. No, don't go back into 8.
Oh, you were already out of there.
Yeah. That's one of those calls that I think will come with experience is never dip back into the biggest dungeon.
Well, I understand the desire to go ahead and finish it out because you don't want to return. But if you've already left, now you actually have to return.
Yeah. Yeah, I still think at this point, some guy probably has the commanding lead having those silvers that were so deep into level 6.
Yes, absolutely. Some guy now has...
white. Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Some guy now has 6 Triforces. Yeah, silvers, mags, definitely. The only thing he's missing is the any key. But he is now up to 3 keys, so he is building his key count, and he still has 2 levels to go. He could build even further.
He's still exploring, so I'm wondering, is he looking for something? Maybe he's looking for level 7. If he hasn't been over this way, level 7 is at Vanilla 1, so...
He has not. He's still clearing Candle Row, so he's about to find his level 7.
So he's about to find his last level, and... he's in Triforce and Go mode, so once he finds this...
Well, has he seen 8?
I feel like he has to have seen 8, right? Maybe he hasn't. I know for a long time it took me a while to learn how to properly path in waterfall area, and it actually cost me a race in a tournament because I completely forgot about waterfall area. It didn't get back there until like an hour 20 in, and of course it held my last dungeon.
Yeah, that's something I need to work on because I always Because you get to the Armos up there, and then you have a choice to go Waterfall or the rest of the Northeast, and I always choose the rest of the Northeast.
Same.
Usually because there's more Armos.
Power to Mario. Where's he headed? Oh, he's headed to Mags. Power to Mario is about to get his Mags.
Okay, that's going to be very helpful for Power to Mario.
Yeah, he still don't believe has a defensive upgrade. Unless he bought a blue ring, and I didn't see it, but I think that his tunic is just blue because he's playing with a blue tunic.
Because he's Dabu Dee Dabu Die.
Nah.
But Power to Mario has the Triforce lead now at 7, just needs the Triforce out of 4.
He is whistling to 1, which I guess technically is probably the closest dungeon to level 4.
Yeah, it would be. It's only a few off. You have
dungeon
to
9, but you can't really whistle to 9.
Yeah.
This is actually really setting up good for Mario. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't have silvers, but I would agree with that pathing. Whistle or make level 4 your last dungeon, since it's only 2 screens from level 9, so you get your last Triforce and then dip straight into 9.
And that's exactly. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, unfortunately, we know that the gamble on silvers and 9 is not going to pay off tonight.
It's not, but I can see that's exactly what he's going to do, and it's great. It's a great idea. It's a great play. Honestly, if I was in Power to Mario's shoes, that's exactly what I'd be doing.
Just an update from the race room. We do have our first set of finishing times. 3 people have now finished. Nick has a game. Took first place tonight at 1:23.42. Atorius 308 took second place at 1:25.20. And then 4 seconds later, Vitor took third at 1:25.24. So still points to be had, though. Like I said, top 10 finishers get starts off at 13 and then descends. I think it goes 13, 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, whatever. So these runners are still racing for meaningful points in the standings. That should be our item in 4. Should be the power bracelet, if the hints are to be believed.
And they are.
That Triforce in 4 is pretty far up in there too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so there were 2 hints for the any key. There was the hint that it was in level 3 and a hint to step over the water. Chest jerk is...
so we both remembered correctly.
Yeah. So Power to Mario has his Triforce completed. He has all 8 Triforces, and he is on his way to level 9. If you are rooting for Power to Mario, then you want to see items very quickly in this dungeon, so that he very quickly realizes that it is not silvers. Or you want to see the hint that says the silvers to kill the beast lie elsewhere. Rather small 9 tonight. That is not the largest 9 I've ever seen.
Me thinks so. In 7, finds the Triforce, but he wants those silvers. He's going to dig for the item in 7.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, we know it's the raft.
Yeah, we have our items completely figured out at this point. Level 9 is going to have our red ring and our magic boomerang. Finding the red ring could be big for PTM, though, because he has not purchased the blue ring. He's the only one of our runners that hasn't purchased any defensive upgrades yet. So if along the way he finds the red ring, that would be a nice upgrade for him.
Any chance we can get audio switched over to Power to Mario so we can listen for a roar?
That would be a good call as well.
Thank you so much to our trackers.
Level 4 for delicious algae. An overloaded steamboat. Yeah, I could see that. Level 9 is an overloaded steamboat, chat is saying.
And that is not a Zelda. Okay, this could be something right here.
It is our first item, and it is the magical boomerang,
Magic
the
boomerang.
one item we didn't want to see. He's going to keep looking for that second item, which... ooh. Poe's voice guard the compass. Okay. Some guy is taking the raft. Okay, he saw the raft, bailed on it, and then came back. Which leads me to believe, has he not seen level 8? Maybe he has not seen level 8. Is this Zelda? No, it is not Zelda. It's also not the compass, even though that was only Poe's voice.
So we do have an advantage on Paper Mario, Power to Mario, having a location on Ganon. Obviously, not wanting to go into the room.
That is not the compass. Can't blame him for clearing all these Poe's voice rooms, though. Is this the compass? No. Is this the other item? No.
That other item, being a red ring, is going to be really nice for Power to Mario. He doesn't have any ring.
Yeah.
So that will absolutely
there
help
is
him.
the compass. That is the compass, so that is a nice find as well. So he has... he has good knowledge of 9. He just needs to find this other item, realize that he is in the wrong dungeon, and then it's just a matter of where does he go back to.
Meanwhile, we have a 4th place finisher, Custom, finishing at 1 minute 30 and 48.
Algae is 1 room, well, 2 rooms, now 1 room from the Triforce in this level 4, and just got her 9th heart, so she is 1 heart container away from her magical sword pickup, which could help quite a bit. Yeah, 1 hour 30, not 1 minute 30. Triforce out of 4 for Algae, so that gives her 7 out of 8.
Listen, when you have full hearts, I'm sure you can beat it in 1 minute 30. Yes, 1 hour 30, pardon me. And speaking of times, Ultra Lavos finishing at 1 hour 31.
Oh, Mario takes a death. He was actually 1 screen away from Zelda. I think maybe he was just trying to confirm there was a path that way.
But he's already
Now he's
seen
leaving
one item.
9. Okay,
and
he's leaving 9.
Well, he's
This
got
is
his
good.
all of his relevant information. He knows where Ganon is. He knows where Zelda is. He's found 1 item. So why keep digging if it's most likely
he's
not
out
going
of
to be the
he's
item?
buying bombs. He's buying
Oh,
bombs
no!
and going back in. No, he's buying a...
Oh, he's getting...
Why would he buy a key?
He's got an any key!
He's got an any key!
Oh, he just realized it. Oh, he's not happy. He is not happy. Oh, that's gotta fluster him.
I thought there was a bomb shop right up here, too. Where is he whistling to? He whistled to 1, so he's at 2, 3, 4.
Oh, look at this. Look
He's
at this
going to
dumb
level
guy.
4.
Dumb guy is in, or not dumb, some guy. Some guy is in 8. He is only a few screens away from his last Triforce piece. He's going to be in level 9 within minutes.
Okay, Mario is back into 9.
And here is a silvers pickup for me.
Think so. Silvers. Okay. That's a nice pickup, and he's got the white sword.
Also, our 6th place finisher is Cracker Zach. So running out of time for those top 10s. Oh, I think some guy may have taken a different route than would be the Triforce route. Yeah, he is clearing out the left side of the dungeon first. That is unfortunate. All right, we have some of our racers that have finished in the chat talking about how much they love this seed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they really loved the seed. All right, so still got Power to Mario looking for the second item.
Okay.
I would love to know what goes through his head whenever he sees this, because a part of him has to be like, oh crap, it's not silvers, but another part of him has to be like, sweet, it's red ring.
Well, the thing that is saving Power to Mario right now is some guy's pathing in level 8.
Yeah.
Because I think he's going to almost last location this Triforce in 8.
That is Zelda's room right there. So Mario has found the path to Zelda's room. He had the compass already, but now he knows exactly how to get there.
We have a 7th place finisher, Metroid Mist. I don't know if that's supposed to be Master or Mister or whatever it is. All I know is he finished with 1 hour and 36 minutes. Hi, Ganon!
Oh. No way out again. Well, you might have been able to bomb through that. If you had bombs, that is.
Possible. Did he ever check that left room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the first thing he did when he came in, was check that left room. It was nothing, just a blank room.
Okay, Algie is currently on her way to 7. Unfortunately, she's not going to find silvers there.
Yeah. And she does have wood arrows, if our tracker could add that to her count. White sword found for some guy, but he already has the magical sword, so he says thanks, no thanks. Magical sword paying off for Power to Mario, but other than opening that slider door, killing that Gleeok, fortunately doesn't do much for him.
think so. Heading up into the graveyard. I'm not sure. He might be going to 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say level 4 is up, so maybe he's heading to 4 next.
Yes.
Not a bad play.
No, not
Like I
at
said,
all.
I kind of liked the power of Mario's plan of finishing at 4 because you're only 2 screens from 9, but you could always just whistle back to 4 as well. So
Yeah, the
That
thing
is
that's
just in
really
one hand.
holding up Power to Mario in this 9 are those lack of bombs. There we go. Now you can check some of those bomb walls.
Raft
algae.
found for delicious algae, but she is bailing on it. I believe that she has seen everything, so
Yeah, a good find, though. That will allow her to just power through the rest of this and find that Triforce. And then I hope she goes to 6 next. That would be very nice. We do have an 8th place finisher in late bit at 1 minute 38, or 1 hour 38 minutes and 57 seconds, and then right after Califax at 1 hour 39 minutes and 7 seconds, just 10 seconds apart between those two.
wow.
All right, and there's some guy's last Triforce, and he's going to be right into 9 after this.
Yeah, so he'll be our first runner in 9 with bow and silvers. And there's the Triforce for Me Think So out of level 4. So now he is down to just looking for 5 and 7. Delicious Algae uses a
Potion.
to get rid of this. Wow, I really just can't think right now. Patra. I'm on Zelda overload at this point. My brain is just mush.
I've been there. I totally get it.
But there is the Triforce out of 7, so she has her Triforce completed.
Now the question is, where is she going to go?
At level 9, it's got to be 9. If I had my Triforce right now, I would be heading towards 9, unless she has put it together with the hints that that 6 blocks the silvers. Oh. She whistled back to level 7. I think she's just trying to get her recorder count figured out.
I think she's going to 6. She's facing left. She's going to 6. Nope, I was mistaken.
4.
She's going to 4.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
she
gone
was
back
facing
into-
left for a while.
I was gonna say, I don't know why she went back into 4, because she already saw the item in there, right?
That's why she went back into 4. She's having a difficult time getting past these guys.
There we go. So
Okay,
I believe that some guy is actually pretty near Ganon, because Ganon was down in this southeast corner.
So this will put actually all of our runners in 9. I believe that our trackers were a little behind on Me Think So. He's also in 9 with a full cannon kill kit. So,
Yeah.
but Glitch Wraith beat them to the 10th place spot. He finished with a time of 1 hour 52 minutes, 42 minutes, pardon. Actually, methinks and some guy are fairly close to each other, not too far.
Yeah.
And
they're almost in the
some
same
guy just found Zelda's room. So he marked that. He is really close to finishing this up. He's just got to find Ganon, and he's done.
Yeah, I believe from where we saw Ganon on PTM side that he's down in that southeast corner.
Yes, I believe so. So, yeah, some guy is going
some
the
guy
wrong
is-
direction.
Yeah, he's headed the wrong direction. Maybe it will eventually.
Think so.
So we're hearing the roar on somebody's screen. I'm not sure whose audio we
I think we're on Power to Mario's audio.
Are we still on PTM's? Okay.
There we go. We got Me Think
there's
So.
a roar on Me Think So. Okay, so we must be hearing Me Think So's screen. Okay.
Must be. So I think that Me Think So is going to get this here.
Yeah. He should get the Ganon kill. He's just kind of standing on the wall waiting for Ganon. One more shot should do it. And we have Bacon on Me Think So screen. Now, did he see Zelda's screen?
Well, Me thinks he did.
He seems to be walking with a purpose. Meanwhile, Power to Mario has left 9. He is back in level 8. We know that is not the answer either, but if he hasn't seen either item in 8, I can't blame him for going there first with 2 items outstanding.
And here we
But
go,
here
guys.
is Zelda. So, get your
Yeah.
GGs in chat for Me Think So, finishing in 12th place with a time of 1:44.52. Between him finishing and the last update, we also had an 11th place finisher, CatDad77 at 1:44.18. But get your GGs in chat for Me Think So. And all of our runners for tonight. They've all done a great job so far.
Absolutely. It's been a hard-fought race. Delicious algae. Okay. Looking at her map. It was a well-placed bomb.
Yeah, nothing more satisfying than a one-shot manhandler.
Going back to Power to Mario, looking for these silvers in 8, which is a rough place to start.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't collect the rupees from the rupee boss with a bow or boomerang or anything like that. You actually have to walk over and grab them.
We can't make everything too easy now, can we?
You could just be shooting it out of frustration at this point. You're just Ganon for some dumb guy. He also has a magical sword, so 4 hits. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice stun lock.
And down goes some dumb pig.
Yes. And he saw Zelda's room earlier, so he knows exactly how to get back there.
Yeah, he'll be finishing very, very quickly.
There is a path to the north, because that's how Me Think So gets there, but this might be quicker. Yep, it definitely is, because there it is. So get your GGs in chat for some dumb guy, finishing with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 47 minutes, 19 seconds.
Yeah, just a little over 2 minutes, about 2.5 minutes after Me Think So.
Yeah.
Now
So
it's down to Algae and Power to Mario. Unfortunately, Algae's still digging out this 9. Power to Mario trying to get through this 8.
you got to feel for Power to Mario. He spent so much time in that 9 and didn't even get the red ring out of there. Where's that red ring hiding? That must be under some kind of magical staircase somewhere.
Well, he's getting really close to his white sword. And
Well, he's got the
he's got the
he has
heart.
the magical sword, so yeah, he
And he already has
But
the
yeah.
raft out of 7, so the next logical play would be 6. In fact, I think that's
Yeah.
the only thing he doesn't have. Because he didn't
Yeah, I think
pull
this
the...
could end up being basically a full clear from him.
Yeah, pretty much.
But there also still
Well-
has to be that in the back of your mind. If you didn't see that red ring in 9, is it still in level 9?
Well, he didn't pull the power bracelet out of 4. I don't know if he saw it or not, but if he didn't see that out of 4, that might be his next place.
Yeah. I feel with how deep that... Yeah, he had to have seen it, because I'm pretty sure you passed by it on the way to the Triforce in 4. I think the... I believe the staircase is in like basically a linear section to get to the Triforce in level 4.
Okay. One of our trackers stating that he did see that in 4. So, yeah, he's got to go to 6 after he gets out of 8. That's the only logical place left.
And that always feels bad too whenever you absolutely last location something like that. But with where those silvers were in 6, you can't blame anybody for bailing on it.
Oh, no. It was an awful location.
And that level 6 is just an awful level 6. It's so linear. It was ladder blocked, which none of our runners had ladder. I think the only one who had ladder the first time they went in was it some dumb guy who went to level who found level 1?
I think it was Me Think So.
Me think so? Okay, I thought maybe it was me. It was one of the two, yeah. I couldn't remember which one actually had ladders their first time in. Yeah, ladder tonight was the key to this whole seed. Silver's ladder blocked, any key ladder blocked, bow ladder blocked. There's the white sword. He darted down. Started down the path and then realized, wait a minute, I already have a magical sword.
All right, well, at least he's out of there.
Oh, accidentally whistled right back to where he was. Now he's heading to 6. That looked like 2 toots of the whistle facing left.
All right, Chad, I'll ask you this question. Would you give up a heart container with the ability to dual wield? Would you give that up? Although, I guess technically you can dual wield if you've got the wand. Yeah, you're thinking about it.
What if you could dual wield the sword and a bow?
Well, that'd be interesting.
What if you just shoot your sword? I guess that's kind of what beam swords are, huh? Alright, I believe that Power to Mario is on the right path, though, to get... Because there's a transport, I think, that you have to take, maybe? No, don't kill this room. This room doesn't have anything. Even if it's a push block, it's just to open that door. Aochi, meanwhile, finds the first item in level 9 and starts to realize the direness of the situation here.
We have 11 of our participants still racing here.
You know, I can't blame anybody for continuing to dig 9 after you find that item, because I got burned that way one time. You know, little story time with old DEM gaming, but yeah, I lost a race that I really had no business even being in. Like, the guy I was racing was much better than me, but I totally just gambled on silvers in 9, even though I had several items outstanding, and actually I beat him into level 9 because I made that gamble. And the gamble was correct. Silvers were in 9. Unfortunately, I just turned right, found one item right away, and it wasn't silvers, and left and started digging all those other dungeons. And, yeah, to this day, I still kick myself that
So
I didn't stick it out.
My story was last tournament I was racing Panzer Dave, and he did that whole tournament by starting with a candle instead of the wood sword. And I got through my my levels pretty quickly. I got into 9. I took a risk on silvers in 9. Hey, there we go. Algie's getting her red ring.
There's the red ring for Algie.
But I get to the very end of the dungeon, and I hear Ganon roar. And I can either go through the door, or I can bomb down. I went through the door and found Ganon. And I immediately up and aid and checked my other dungeon, or checked my other, dungeons. If I had bombed down, it would have led to my silvers. And I would have been done immediately. Because, like, right after Ganon was Zelda.
Yeah.
Like, silvers, Ganon, and Zelda were just right there together.
This is interesting. Algie now is back in 6. I don't know if she has full cleared everything else and has put it together now, or if this was just a gamble play. But now both of our runners are in 6 looking for silvers.
Nah, I'm pretty sure she's full cleared everything else.
Yeah, I would say at this point she probably has pretty much seen everything. And also there might be a little bit of metagaming going on, because you got to think at this point, almost 2 hours in, if other people haven't finished, silvers probably aren't in an easy to find spot.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, I'm not a big proponent of metagaming, but, you know, it happens. Yeah, she also, that's a good point. She also still is on wood sword. She's the last of our runners that hasn't found any sword upgrade, which also means that she has items outstanding in 8, because the white sword is in 8. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. That's actually like really impressive that she has
It is.
done what she's done at this point.
But given that she hasn't found that white sword in 8, she might go dig in 8.
Well, she's on the right path. Just all she gotta do is bomb.
Oh no,
down
she's already in 6. Never mind.
Yeah, she's in 6, and this is. She found the quicker way to get here than PTM. They're actually like neck and neck right now, honestly.
I'm hearing the level 9 music right now, so.
I am also hearing level 9 music, and I don't know who we're hearing.
Yeah.
That's her ticket to Mags though, right there. She found the heart container out of 6. Yeah, that is interesting. I'm not sure whose music we're hearing.
I think we're listening to Algie's music. Because it seemed to slow down when her screen lagged. Let's see if she gets hit and we can. Yeah, that's Algie's music.
Yeah.
So I don't know why we're hearing level 6 music.
Level 9 music, yeah.
Level 9 music. Ugh. I need sleep. Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. She's using random music. The only reason why I didn't notice before was because this is the first time we've heard her scream.
That could be, yeah. Yeah, random. I don't know how people play with that random music. Somebody else.
Oh, I can't do it. Because
it might be Panzer Dave that uses the random music. I forget who it was, but I remember I was trying to call a race one time. I think it was me and CD Improv, and somebody was using random music, and they were like, "Yeah, we just can't listen."
See, I'm a musical guy. I've worked on a few small game soundtracks, so I heavily connect music to place.
Yeah.
And when you randomize the music like that, it tears me apart.
So PTM just took a death. It looks like up in that section.
You were so close.
Yeah, he was so close to silvers. But he is going to forfeit out of this match.
That hurts my heart. Absolutely.
I can't blame him. Several other runners have forfeited. This was a pretty brutal seed.
This was. I mean, we're almost 2 hours in.
Yeah, knowing that you can run a 4th match. Oh, just bomb down, get down. Okay. Algie about to get her silvers. I would take this chance to refill my bombs too on this the Dodongo here.
You know, when you consider, I mean, first place finisher was 1 hour 23.
Yeah.
It was a rough seed. And we welcome into the race room here, or the booth. Power to Mario.
Hey, GG.
Hey, you were close. You were right by those silvers.
Oh man, which room was it? Was it to the right of the Darknet room that I died in?
It's it's under the 6, the second
Yeah,
second
it
row.
was. It was pretty much the very last room that you could get into in level 6. You had to go into a room with blue land mowers and then bomb down.
Oh, I had blue landmos coming up. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was not a fun silvers to get. So there was a hint, I'm not sure if you saw it, that said step over the water to reach silvers, and that top section of level 6 was ladder blocked. So a couple of the runners, I guess, had put that together and got the silvers on their first dip into 6.
Yeah, I knew I had the hint the whole time, and I was at the point where I mixed up the Gliok hint for Power Bracelet, so I thought it said Gliok returns, but it didn't say Gliok returns.
Gliok
So
lurks.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. I actually, honestly, when I saw that on my own personal tracker, I marked it as level 8, and then I think Bakuda was the one that said something about being informed. I was like, oh, it did say lurk, not returns, didn't it?
Yeah. So I knew I had 2 basement items outside of 9 and then 9 left when I went in, but I didn't know there was, I just didn't think about 6 having water. I figured I was going to run into something ladder locked in 9, and I don't know, that 9 was a little tricky to navigate to get to Ganon, but that was fine. And I just died in Overworld a lot. I was, after the 10th death in Overworld, I think I died on that blue Lionel screen at least 3 times. And that's when I started doing screen wrap, because I'm like, screw this, I don't want to deal with that screen over and over again.
Yeah, you were actually the first of our runners in the level 9. Unfortunately, just the gamble for silvers in 9 didn't pay off. Red Ring was in 9, and unfortunately you didn't find that either, I don't think.
I found the hint that silvers wasn't there, and I just said, I'm not looking here anymore. I should have honestly surmised that it was in there then. I was really trying to get blue ring too, and I was tilted by that point, and then I went into the shop and bought the key instead of the blue ring, and I'm just like,
oh yeah, we saw that. It was so painful.
Yeah, we saw you go in there. I thought you were heading for a bomb shop, and then when you ran in there and bought the key, we were like, did he forget he had the any key?
No, I knew I had any key. I just didn't go left and think.
Yeah, that's rough.
I probably would have finished the seed with the blue ring, but
yeah.
Oh well.
We saw the sword swing of rage.
Yeah, I did that a couple times.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, already this tournament we've seen people take the blue candle after they already had the red candle and stuff. I mean, everybody does it at one point or another.
Yeah, I could definitely see how people finish under 130. Honestly, it does feel like a slower seed than the usual seeds we've had. Except for
it all depends.
For the qualifier yesterday. I watched that one, and that was terrible.
It all depends on when you found the ladder tonight. That's because the ladder unlocked everything: the bow, the any key, the silvers. It all depended on when you found one in the ladder.
Yeah, I think
we do have a
quickly.
Yeah, we do have a Ganon kill for Algie, and I'm not sure she passed right by Zelda's room. I don't know if I don't think she killed the dig dogger in there to notice that was Zelda's room. She doesn't have the compass.
She didn't, but I suspect that she's heading that way.
Yeah, I'm not sure where this takes you. Hopefully this takes you to that room. If this takes you to that room, then she's good. Okay,
there it is.
All right, good.
All right, well, guys, put your GGs in the chat for Delicious Algae, who's going to finish 16th in tonight's race with a official time of 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 14 seconds. And just one last GG for all of our racers, both on stream and off stream. This was a very, very tough seed. And, just to get through it is an accomplishment.
Yeah. Yeah, and make sure to go and throw everyone a follow, all the runners, all the Restream team. Everybody appreciates a follow on Twitch. Follows are free, and they are very much appreciated. Links are in the chat, by the way.
Well, I believe we have one more qualifier, isn't that right?
2 more. Both are tomorrow. We have 2 qualifiers for tomorrow. One is at 1 o'clock and one is at 6 o'clock, I believe. We are also joined in the booth by Pleco/Delicious Algae.
Hi.
So,
that was
yeah.
horrendous.
It was.
Yeah, those silvers deep in 6, they messed up a lot of people.
Yeah, here I was thinking, it's like, man, I had such a rough start. Like, I kept dying. I couldn't find stuff. Every dungeon was just terrible. I'm like, where am I supposed to go? Like, it's 15 minutes in and I have no idea where anything is. And
So
I kind of banked off 9 having silvers. Didn't find them there.
Yeah.
But at least by then I knew at least it was either 8 or 6, and I'd rather go into 6 than 8. So
Yeah, that was the right call. And at least you got the red ring out of 9 before you left. Not checking Death Armos right away. You were the last of the 4 restreamers, that we had on the restream to get that Armos item. So a lot of the other runners had maps going into dungeons right away.
that one was definitely rough, because when I seen it, because I'm always checking the other ones first, I always kind of leave that other one for last. I'm like, as soon as I knew it was that one, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, the other thing that most everybody picked up before you was the wand out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
And
very
that's what
happy
we
to
kept-
see that.
Yeah, if you watch back in the restream, we were just like imploring you to go back and get your wand and your book. We were like, go, like, and then once you got it, the seed opened up. Like, I mean, instantly.
yeah.
Like after you got it, within like 15, 20 minutes, you had like 4 or 5 Triforce. You actually had the Triforce lead for a while.
Oh wow.
I mean, like,
wow.
you went from like being 3 behind everybody else to having, taking the lead.
Yeah, once I had some
you had the
damage, it
Triforce
was a lot different.
Yeah.
Yep.
But honestly,
Yeah.
well done. That was such a hard seed.
That was
was
tough.
ridiculous.
I've seen a lot of people basically forfeiting. I mean, how many people by now? Like 5? 4 or 5 people now?
5,
So
yeah.
Yeah, 5 have forfeited out.
starting to get a little scared, but at least then I was like, okay, well, at least everyone agrees this was a terrible seed.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, those silvers. So there was a hint for step over the water to reach the silvers, and once we saw that top half of 6 was ladder blocked, we started to put it together in like the race, in the commentating booth. Like, I bet silvers are in 6. Like that must be where they're at. And sure enough, and of course they were in the very last room in level 6.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. I was pretty happy that 9 wasn't raft blocked, because for a little while, because I found the one hint for power bracelet not being needed.
Yeah.
And I didn't see 9 for the longest time because I kept dying, getting to where I would have checked it early on. And I was thinking like, oh no, please don't tell me it's raft blocked. So kind of got lucky not grabbing the raft.
Yeah, no overworld blocks tonight. No raft, no recorder, no push blocks, nothing.
At least 9 was good. I mean, 9 wasn't that bad outside of looking for items. Like, Ganon was pretty easy to find, and then I didn't even realize that room was Zelda.
Oh, really?
Until I came back, I was like, because I was thinking the Dig Dogger was blocking it, so I was like, oh, I'll come back later and I'll deal with that, just to see if it's a way to get back. So when I came back and noticed the door open, I'm like, oh, Never mind, I don't have to look.
That's awesome.
just
we
walk
were
right in.
debating. Yeah, we were like, I even said, I was like, I don't know if she's seen Zelda's room yet, and Makuta was like, no, she's moving with a purpose. She knows exactly where Zelda is. And sure enough, you went like right back there.
Well, because it was like, I gotta check there first, because I want to check the rooms that I don't know yet first, the closest, and then go to the far ones. I'm not gonna run right to the farthest one away. So I was like, I'll just check this Dig Dogger one and see if it brings me somewhere. And sure enough, yeah.
Yeah, well, and to be very honest, it was luck because I checked the race room and saw that she had finished. So I was like, oh, she knows where she's going. She finished. and my mind was like, she doesn't look like she knows where she's going, but I know she finished.
That's funny.
But no, great job. I mean, I hope you don't feel discouraged by
No,
your
at
placing
first I
tonight.
did, but then when I started seeing people finishing, like, what was it? I think the first was like 123,
Yeah.
it was so late, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm not the only one.
No.
Yeah.
Have I
I
seen-
honestly, I'd
the
like to
first
see
one was
their
a
VODs and see
forfeit.
how they finished it. Yeah.
So when I seen the first forfeit, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. The trick to this was finding one and then getting through
Yeah.
one because everything
Yes.
hinged on that ladder.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I kept
So-
wanting to dip into stuff, and then, like, I think, what was it? 6 was ladder locked, 3 was ladder locked.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah, 6 and
wasn't-
3 are both ladder.
Didn't really take advantage of that red candle as much as I thought I would, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
So,
you were also the last runner to get the magical sword, which kind of cost you a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah, I try and run through because usually I'm so used to just grabbing all the hearts from the pick any rooms, and usually by then I have enough. Like, I'll just run into them. So this time I felt a little bit more heart starved, and I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to actually find a heart. And I think I got lucky in 6 finding the heart in that room.
Yeah.
It was just right there
Yeah.
right on the floor. So I was like, okay, perfect, I can get mags.
yep, it was level 6 right before you found silvers. Yep.
So this is Rookie Rumble. To close out tonight, is this your first tournament?
Yes, it is. And my first time actually getting into Zelda 1 Randomizer.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So,
I've never even beaten the game vanilla yet, so
oh, really? Interesting.
I'm working my
So-
way through.
So my question for you to close this out is, why Zelda 1?
I blame Ratboy and Night Shifter. They pulled me over from Super Mario 3, so I
Oh, nice.
just picking up more randos, and I've been having a blast.
Yeah, there's
Well-
a Super Mario 3 randomizer tournament going on, right?
Yes, I got booted out of it early, unfortunately, but I've been cheering on some people. I think they're just doing the finals next week.
Yeah, and I think one of the runners in the finals is actually signed up for this tournament.
Two of them are actually. Night Shifter's in the Challenge Cup side, and then Ratboy is on the main bracket side.
Oh, that's
Ah, nice.
awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
so I get to
kinda
cheer them
feel
on
like,
here and there.
I feel like Zelda 1 and Super Mario 3 kind of go hand in hand as the best of the NES.
Oh, they're so
I know,
good.
I know they were the two that I played growing up all the time.
Yeah.
And so, to see these two communities kind of meshing a little bit really warms my heart.
Yeah, thank you
But-
so much, guys, for the commentary. I am gonna go scream into a pillow and have a good sleep.
And well, thank you for the entertainment because while the salt was high, so was the entertainment value.
That's
So-
perfect.
Thank you so much. And thanks to all of our runners. Also, a big thank you to our trackers tonight, OpnoPoint. And did we not have a second tracker? Or was it just
Yeah,
Opno tonight?
McMonkey. No,
McMonkey, okay.
McMonkey. He
That's right. He
left,
already,
I
he
think
already
he had
dropped
other-
out.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks to the two of you for pushing all the buttons, and special thanks to the chat because with 4 screens to look at, we miss a lot of things, and you don't miss anything, and you don't forget to tell us. So thank you.
And once again, I posted the links for the Twitch channels for our runners and our restream team in the chat. So if you feel so gracious, you can go and leave us all a follow. Follows are very much appreciated.
And with that, we shall bid you guys good night until our qualifiers tomorrow. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you for more Rookie Rumble next time.